How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary ghost videos that may just make you lose some sleep. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content just like this. TikToker noah.vq captured this eerie video. As a security guard on an empty floor of a hospital, he wasn't expecting to see anything weird while on the job late at night. However, this eerie piece of footage seems to show a creepy shadow figure hanging out in one of the empty rooms. This security guard was working the night shift when he thought he heard some strange noises. The hospital where he works is fairly empty, and the floor that he was assigned to was totally deserted. If he was completely alone on the floor, it makes sense that he'd be a little uneasy hearing unexplained sounds. He quickly takes out his camera to hopefully capture evidence of his mysterious visitor.
Some noise coming up right now. It's kind of freaking me out. So.
He walks down the hallway, slowly peering into each room that he passes. Unfortunately, one of the rooms doesn't look as empty as the others. As he passes the room in question, the camera captures a shadow that appears to be looking out a window. At first, the security guard continues down the hall. When his brain has had time to process what he saw, he slowly returns to the room for another peek. By the time he returns, the shadow is gone. Some people who have seen the video believe it was most likely a hoax with an all too human accomplice. However, several security guards have spoken up, insisting that guards rarely get company on their shifts. Others are certain that the footage captured a real shadow creature, a specific type of spirit that lurks in the shadows, tricking witnesses into questioning their own perceptions of reality. Some hypothesize that this is the spirit of someone who died in this very room. Regardless of who the spirit is, its appearance in the video is downright terrifying. So you might have noticed over the last couple of days, we've hit 2 million subscribers here on YouTube. I just wanted to thank you all so much. The fact that you tune in each and every week and support our channel is just incredible and it fills my heart with joy. So to celebrate this momentous occasion, we've teamed up with an incredible artist. We've collaborated with artist and illustrator Milku Sagi. They do some really beautiful and eerie pieces that we absolutely love. We employed their enormous talent to come up with some fun paranormal themed apparel. The collection is launching today. You can get The Butcher, From the Deep, The Dark Cavern, and the delightful Boxo Limbs. So as I said, this is to celebrate hitting the 2 million subscriber milestone. And to make it even more awesome, you can get 15% off our entire store until midnight the 1st of October. These bad boys will make amazing Halloween gifts, which is just around the corner. The 15% off voucher code and links to the store are pinned in the comments section below, so don't miss out. YouTuber Aloha Treasures wasn't expecting to capture any ghost videos when she set up security cameras around her home. Unfortunately, a bizarre shadow has her questioning how safe her home really is, sending her to the internet for answers. The YouTuber has multiple CCTV cameras set up inside and outside her home. When watching the footage of her living room one day, she noticed something odd, a human-shaped shadow peeking in through the doorway. The shadow pops in a few times, standing out in stark contrast to the white door, before fading away. No trace of a person casting the shadow ever appears. On the first 2 appearances, the shadow is indistinct. It appears to be human in shape, but it's hard to make out a defined silhouette. On its final appearance, the shadow becomes more defined and seems to raise its arm to point at something toward the ceiling.
Dang, it could be
After that, it fades away for good.
Better go. Don't you ever come back.
In the video, the homeowner doesn't seem sure whether she's looking at a ghost or the shadow of a real person. However, none of the other cameras provide any evidence of an intruder entering or exiting the home. If a person had broken into the house, it would have been difficult to evade all of the camera feeds. This has led the homeowner to believe that she is in fact dealing with a spiritual entity.
You better go. Don't you ever come back.
A convenience store in Tlaquepaque, Jalisco, Mexico, has become internet famous for startling ghost videos. A place to buy snacks and drinks during the day, this store seems to be a haven for ghostly entities after dark. In one clip uploaded to YouTube by Videos Famosos del Facebook, we see a number of strange movements caught on an employee's cell phone camera. As the camera pans across the store, the employee is startled when the door to one of the drink coolers suddenly opens on its own. The employee steps outside for a quick break but continues recording through the door. A few seconds later, the cooler door opens and closes again. The store is completely empty, so there's no doubt that the door is moving on its own. As the employees discuss the strange event, they notice that the lights in the store begin flickering off and on in an almost rhythmic pattern.
Mira, güey, las luces. Güey, pásame el video para que me crezca, cabrón. Simón, ahorita te lo envío, güey, aguanta.
With no one in the store to control the lights, how could this be happening?
Mira, güey, las luces. Bueno, güey. Güey, no mames, está cabrón.
In another video by Low Paranormal MTY, an employee begins recording when the lights to the cigarette case begin flickering off and on. A few seconds later, the overhead lights join in and begin turning themselves off and on.
Las luces. No mames.
As he films the lights, the cameras capture a cooler door opening and closing on its own.
No mames. Vean.
Near the end of the video, he also captures a bottle inexplicably rolling across the floor.
Vean. Una botella.
Some viewers suggest that the videos are a prank perpetrated by hidden accomplices in the back rooms or crouched below the shelves. However, many are convinced that these videos depict real poltergeist activity. So what do you think? Is this convenience store really haunted? Love to hear your opinions in the comments section below.
Vean. Una botella.
According to Instagrammer Terra Prime, there could be some very scary things lurking in the dark. This footage, taken from a CCTV camera, shows a dim room that looks like a large kitchen or cafeteria. At first, everything in the room seems normal. However, that quickly changes when an abrupt flash of light appears near a closed door. The flash of light briefly illuminates what appears to be a human figure. The figure is only visible for a moment before the room is once again plunged into darkness. If you watch closely over the next few seconds, the figure seems to stand and move around behind the counter on the far side of the room. In the darkness, it appears as a white mist moving and writhing above the countertop. After a few seconds, the room is suddenly lit up by light once again, this time by the room's overhead lights. Once the lights are on, we can clearly see that the area near the counter is completely vacant. Whatever the strange white shadow was, it disappeared in the instant that it took for the light to come on. Moments later, a man walks into the room completely oblivious as to what's been happening mere seconds before. It's unclear what exactly caused the strange white shadow depicted in the video, and what was the bizarre flash of light. Whatever the case may be, the suddenness in which it appeared and disappeared seems to indicate that the entity was far from human. No list of scary ghost videos would be complete without at least one creepy ghost child. This disturbing footage uploaded to YouTube by YB Normal certainly fits the bill. The footage was shot at Leeds Castle in Kent, UK. The video's introduction states that the castle was the place of death of Princess Caroline, daughter of Henry VIII, who died at the age of 13 months from a head wound. Unfortunately, Henry VIII never had a daughter named Caroline. However, the castle was the residence of his first wife Catherine of Aragon and their daughter Mary. Catherine had many failed pregnancies, often suffering from the miscarriages, stillbirths, or sudden infantile deaths of her children. In addition, Henry was a known philanderer who fathered many illegitimate children. So it could be possible that a child named Caroline lived, however briefly, at Leeds Castle at some point in history. Regardless of the history, the video does seem to show an eerie, ghost-like child haunting the castle grounds. The footage seems to have been shot by a tourist visiting the area.
To see if we can spot any ghosts.
They enter the room said to be Caroline's and leave a camera rolling overnight to see if they capture anything unusual. Eventually, the camera captures movement. A ghost-like shape seems to rise up from the ground. The figure is white, almost indistinguishable from the wall. However, it stands clearly for several seconds, before walking across the room and disappearing. Whether this spirit is the ghost of an unknown princess who died under mysterious circumstances, or merely the long-dead child of another resident, this tiny ghost seems to be trapped in this abandoned room of the castle. So what do you think's going on in this eerie piece of footage? Is it all just an elaborate hoax or something far more sinister? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Before we take a look at a terrifying event caught on a live video chat, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Also, remember to slap that like button right in the face. In this YouTube video, we see Laurie Simmons innocently chatting with her friend Shana Thomas. They're using an app called Marco Polo, which allows users to record their conversations as a video chat. The pair of women never expected to see something so bizarre show up on the video.
Like maybe a day bed or something.
Laurie moves around the house as she chats with Shana about her desire to buy a new bed.
I definitely need a smaller bed and one that's up off.
After a few minutes, she settles down into a chair to finish the conversation. It's at this point that Shana finally asks the question that viewers have been wondering about throughout the video.
Is there somebody in your house with you?
If you watch closely as Laurie moves around the room, in a few instances there seems to be a grey figure standing behind her.
I went and bought decaf coffee.
It appears in a few different spots, but usually seems to be standing still, with its hands on its hips.
I'll have this one because
It doesn't appear to have a face.
I went and bought decaf coffee.
If you slow the footage down, there is indeed a figure lurking behind her. Laurie quickly asserts that she's alone in the house and begins looking around for the mysterious figure. She's never able to find any trace of the visitor. After reviewing the video, she's convinced that either a ghost or an alien visited her that day.
I went and bought decaf coffee.
Now, if you want to see some more freaky ghost videos, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, we have a scary paranormal playlist there that'll keep you entertained for hours and hours. Leave us a comment down below or smash that thumbs up button if you're enjoying our videos. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.